Ladies and gentlemen, if you're anything like me, you probably get that unmistakable thrill, that electric buzz, that goosebump wave, every time you dive into a live performance. There's just something about hearing a crowd explode, feeling the raw, unfiltered energy of a band pushing their limits, catching those imperfect but perfect moments that only happen when the lights are blinding and the adrenaline is sky high. And if you've ever slipped into that wonderfully dangerous YouTube rabbit hole of legendary concerts, rare festival cuts, or surprise live reunions, chances are you've stumbled across the name Live 8 again and again and again. But here's the real question. Do you truly know what Live 8 was? Why it happened? Why it shook the entire music world in a single day? Well, today, we're diving headfirst into the story of a moment when some of the biggest artists on earth joined forces, shouted to the skies, and tried, once again, to nudge the world towards something better. And hey, before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe. This channel is all about the hidden stories behind the music, the performances, the legends, the unforgettable moments that shaped entire generations. All right, let's rewind to 2005, a year when music tried to make history louder than ever. Live 8 wasn't a single concert. It wasn't a tour. It was a massive, coordinated global event. On July 2nd, 2005, 11 cities hosted concerts at the exact same time. And the goal wasn't fundraising, it was pressure. Pressure aimed directly at the G8 leaders, urging them to take real action against extreme poverty in Africa. The timing was intentional. Days later, those same leaders would meet in Scotland to discuss major economic policies. Live 8 was designed to send a loud message. We're watching. Do something meaningful. Millions tuned in worldwide. TV broadcasts, radio, early online streams, all carrying one of the biggest synchronized broadcasts ever attempted. The lineup was stacked. Paul McCartney, U2, Madonna, Coldplay, Green Day, Elton John, The Who, and the monumental Pink Floyd reunion, their first in over 20 years. Live 8 wasn't about collecting donations. It was about amplifying awareness and forcing the world to pay attention. To understand Live 8, we have to rewind to 1985 and look at Live 8. London and Philadelphia connected in a global broadcast viewed by nearly 2 billion people. Created by Bob Geldof in mid-year to fight famine in Ethiopia, Live 8 became legendary, especially thanks to Queen's historic, career-defining performance at Wembley Stadium. So when 2005 arrived, Geldof felt it was time for something new. Not Live A2, but a different kind of mission. Not charity, but justice. And from that mindset, Live 8 was born. Organizing it was chaotic, ambitious, and almost unbelievable. 11 concerts in 11 different cities, countless crews, different countries, different time zones. Hyde Park in London overflowed with fans. Philadelphia filled the iconic Rocky Steps. Paris, Berlin, Rome, Tokyo, Toronto, Johannesburg. The entire planet felt connected through music. Geldof called everyone he could, and somehow, artists from every corner of the world agreed. London opened with Paul McCartney and U2 performing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, a moment that felt historic the second it happened. The performances were unforgettable. U2 turned Hyde Park into a massive chorus. Coldplay brought out Richard Ashcroft for Bittersweet Symphony, sending the crowd into a frenzy. Madonna delivered a powerful version of Like a Prayer. In Philadelphia, Will Smith hyped the crowd between sets by Alicia Keys, Destiny's Child, Jay-Z, and Linkin Park. Green Day rocked Berlin, Elton John, The Who, Paul McCartney. The list felt endless. But nothing overshadowed the moment that fans had dreamed about for decades. Pink Floyd Reunited. Roger Waters and David Gilmour stood on the same stage for the first time in more than 20 years. After so much tension and disagreement, it seemed impossible, until Live 8 made it real. They performed Breathe Money, Wish You Were Here, and Comfortably Numb, and the emotion was unmistakable. Fans cried. Even the band members looked deeply moved. It wasn't just nostalgia, it was symbolic. A rare moment of reconciliation, driven by something bigger than personal history. So, did Live 8 work? In certain ways, yes. The G8 leaders agreed to increase aid to Africa and cancel massive amounts of debt. Many saw this as a direct outcome of the global pressure Live 8 created. But the event wasn't free of criticism. Some argued the political message got lost under the weight of the star-studded lineup. Others said African artists should have been more central. And Geldof later admitted that organizing Live Aid and Live 8 took a major toll on his personal life. Still, Live 8 stands as a cultural milestone, a reminder that music can influence conversations, mobilize people, and unite millions under a single message. So next time you watch a Live 8 video, remember that it wasn't just another concert. It was a global call for attention, a massive attempt to make the world listen. Millions watched, thousands performed. One message echoed across continents, that music and humanity can stand side by side. Were you around during Live 8? Did you watch it live or discover it later through YouTube? Tell me which performances stayed with you. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't miss this other video, the wild story behind Michael Jackson's 30th anniversary celebration, featuring Britney Spears, Slash, and one of the craziest lineups ever assembled. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story behind the music.